Hi guys, and welcome to Introduction to Applied IoT. Today, most of the team is here, so you get to meet us. That is really weird. Yeah? That is sorry. I keep hearing myself somewhere else. Wait. Don't know why.
It's pretty much mandatory having some technical difficulties.
Yeah. But do you hear me back again?
We hear you fine.
That is really weird.
Yeah, so meanwhile, and we can bid you all welcome to this kickoff where we will go through like the project, the structure of the course, and where you'll find all material you'll need during your project, and how we're gonna schedule the workshops and how they are done, and things like that. And while Oksana is gone, maybe we can present ourselves. Starting with me, I'm guessing. I'm Joachim, and I'm one of the TAs alongside Naz and Charlotta and Hamed, who is not here today, but he will be joining us starting tomorrow. So, yeah. Naz is up.
Hi guys, I'm Naz. I'm living in Gothenburg. I TA'd this course last summer as well. It's a really enjoyable course, and you're going to learn so much about working with microcontrollers. So you'll get to know all about this Raspberry Pi Pico device. And we have a great team who will be helping you to learn. And I invite you to join us during the workshops to get technical help. If you have any questions, feel free to ping us. Yeah, so as mentioned, Joachim, myself, Charlotta, and Hamed will be the TAs for this iteration, and we are all quite experienced because we also taught this course last year. And yeah, so very, very happy to be a part of this course this summer.
Yes, and I'm Charlotta. I took this course myself 2 years ago and was a TA last year, and it's really so much fun. You learn a lot. There's so many awesome projects, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, worth mentioning, it's really fun for us to do this as well, because we get to see like students really cool projects and things like that, things you wouldn't come up with yourself, and that's always valuable. And also, I think we have somewhere in the ballpark of 80 hours of workshop during these 4 weeks. And so there's a lot of them. You don't have to attend all of them, but whenever you need help, like one-on-one tutoring or anything like that, you can simply just join in, because we're splitting up into like 4 rooms on Discord where you can just drop in whenever you want to and get help that way. I'm not sure if we were going to do like walkthroughs this year. We didn't last year, but I mean, if you need anything to be walked through, you can always ask us, and we can do that during the workshop hours. So we usually start out with that before we split up into groups.
Joachim, could you just? Okay, great. She's joined.
Oh my God, sorry. I don't know what is happening, but I think now it's better.
Just answering the question there, Rooney. No, they're not mandatory at all. You don't have to attend any of them. You can attend all of them. But no, they won't be recorded.
Yes, we can start with the roadmap, and then go back to the administrative things that I missed, because I hear that you already start talking about workshops. Yeah, so basically, yeah, the workshops are not mandatory, but highly recommended. This is a course that maybe is different from what you're used to. I think it's pretty difficult to complete it on your own if you're a beginner without live help. So we are trying to simulate as much as possible as you are on campus together with TAs working hands-on. If you don't do the practical project, you won't be able to get your grade. And it is much easier to do a practical project together with the TAs. So please have a look at the schedule of all the workshops. You should be able to access this page if you got your Canvas invitation and you managed to log in. The course page that you probably hopefully seen the link to is available even without logging in for most of things. It should look something like this for you, with all the useful links, including to Discord. But the schedule and the quizzes and the assignments where you will submit your report is available only if you log in. So it's one of the things we should sort out this week. If you're not able to see that page, then contact me in some way, preferably by email, and I will connect you to administrators for Canvas. This probably issue lies somewhere within the registration. Like if you have registered in time to Ladok, then you should have been imported to Canvas as well from my Moodle. In Moodle, there is only like a placeholder page. So it should work, but it's always hiccups, so we will sort it out. Important thing to know is that this week we start already today on Discord, and then you have a few evening workshops. We understand that lots of you are working at the same time, so I would say at least one workshop per week. Select one of the slots and attend it. Try to maybe schedule the work on your project during those hours, so you sit and work, and then if you have a question, you can just pop in and ask. I also encourage you to share videos of things you're stuck with, and that you will know that during those hours, and TAs are available and will look on Discord and help you as much as they can. Did I miss something? No. I think this roadmap we will share as PDF as well on Discord shortly. We just updated with the recent deadlines. So if you still don't have access to Canvas fully, you should have the correct dates here. So add them to your calendar so you remember your deadlines. And here is where we are this week. If you don't have your hardware yet, that's also not the end of the world, because lots of things like preparing your programming environment, thinking your project structure, and then even using simulation software, you will be able to do this week. And I already got some questions on campus about this. So that's one of the things we'll focus on this week. Yes, one of the changes also from last year's, if you've been with us before, if maybe you've seen like an older, not updated yet information, is that we have one very clear track here with Wi-Fi. We simplified some of the material, and the Wi-Fi connectivity is the default. It is easy, straightforward. We have all the guides. However, if you do want to try NB-IoT or LoRaWAN, the team we have this year of TAs and teachers is also very capable to help you with this. It's just that the bill of materials doesn't contain any components for that. So make sure then that you order the modules that are needed. but it's totally okay to go one of these paths as well, and we have a bunch of tutorials for all of this for all of these things. However, don't feel the pressure that you have to do it. There are some theoretical materials though on connectivity, so on all of the 3 different approaches to IoT connectivity, and that you have to master to some degree to be able to pass quiz 2. All of the quizzes are already available, and I encourage you to do quiz 1 even before you approach the theoretical lectures and so on, as soon as possible. That's where I see that you're active in the course, and you can also check how much of the basics you know. It's very easy to pass all the quizzes. They're more of student activity checkpoints than examinations. Yes. Did I forget something else, guys? I think most of the other information you have a lot in the welcome video, so please watch that. And then in the study guide, there is a walkthrough of all of the examinations, or peer reviews, submissions, the course material, and so on. Again, simplified a little bit the project complexity. So that is like your main thing to look at here. So in the video that's published on this page, it's from last year. There were 3 complexity levels. Now there are only 2. And I think on Discord there was already a question about it, and I forgot who answered, but you summarized it pretty well. As long as you don't go with the standard DHT 11, you already have a higher grade this year. So this is like, we try to encourage you to step out of the comfort of ready-made tutorial and just do something a little different if you're aiming for higher grade. Then historically, this course has been very interesting to teach, because there are very different students that take it. But that also comes with the challenge that some of you who are maybe just studying finished first year of computer science, or even coming from completely different backgrounds, and this is your first time programming, you might feel a bit like, oh, the others are building such advanced projects. Like if you look at the best projects of past years in the Hall of Fame, you might feel intimidated. So this year we're going to try to not feel that. It is an introductory course, and we'll try to focus on just basically that level, the ground level. But if you are master students and taking this course for fun, then you are still encouraged to build whatever you want. So don't let your creativity sort of be in the way of these examinations. So we will try to have both, but in terms of grading, it should be enough with a relatively simple project to pass this course with a good grade, as long as you do something outside of the very well specified guides that we already have for the standard project. Yeah, we have I can't access Canvas. I have mentioned that earlier. Please email me. So from your student email, and then I will forward it to the Canvas team and the education administrator. So we will sort it out. Yes, and don't forget to register on Ladok. So this is now I think it's from the 6th of June, and until the end of this week, you have to confirm your participation in the course. The same as if you have now read the materials and think this is too difficult and you don't want to do the project, please drop out, because there are a lot of people that are waiting to get into the course. And so just remove your registration or confirm your registration. And by the end of the week, we will clean up the student list of those who haven't completed their registration, and there will be a new batch of students that will come from the reserves probably on Friday. So that is also very important. Otherwise, I think we'll just start. Did I miss anything else? Yeah, the roadmap now is available on the important links on Discord as a PDF. So this is a good place to refer to all the materials, and you can just do step by step. And then every now and then look at the course lectures. Daniel, who is new on the teacher team with us, but he's been teaching Internet of Things at the other places. He is very kind to have updated a lot of the hardware lectures. So please look at it. It's at a very good level. If you completely don't have any background with microcontrollers, it's a very good place to start. So you have sort of the theoretical path, and then you have the roadmap with all the written tutorials. So this cannot fail. There's a lot of material which is step by step, and it should be very easy for you to find. And yeah, and hardware, obviously. I don't know, guys, have you heard the people? Do you have a feeling of how many people have been ordering stuff or having issues with that?
I don't know if we have like the whole image on this, but I know that a lot of students have actually ordered already, be that from Amazon or ElectroKit. And worth mentioning is that if you want to do some other project where you don't get the sensors for it in the sensor kit or whatever, you're free to pretty much order whatever you want. And you can always ask us about different sensors and other hardware that could be needed in your specific project.
Yeah, exactly. So this basic components, we have a partnership with ElectroKit, so they have already made I think 100 or 150 of these kits. So it should be arriving very soon. But yeah, you're not limited to this list. This is just the bare minimum. And if you look at the other project examples, usually for something more fun and more advanced, you may need either the sensor kit, which has a lot of things, or like as for connectivity, you might need like an extra module, or maybe a completely different board. Like this is this up to you, sort of. But we're focusing on Raspberry Pi Pico and on MicroPython for. Yeah, there's always a few enthusiasts who want to do C, so that is it's totally okay for the course. You will, but you're a little bit out in the woods because the TAs will be focusing on the main course materials. And but if you can answer you, we will, of course. And it's not, it is totally okay to use other platforms like ESP32 or whatever you, or even Arduino, as long as it is not just a Raspberry Pi. So it has to be a microcontroller at the base of it. Yeah. If we don't have any more questions, I am happy with this, and we will have this year. Then what I forgot to mention is that every Friday we will have a weekly recap and a start for the new week. So we will introduce a new week on Fridays. Yep.
I just wanted to jump in here really quick. So for people who are still waiting for their microcontroller to arrive, you can still get started with learning like the basics of the microcontroller using this emulator that we have found. So it's like the Walkwi emulator, and you can simulate MicroPython projects on there. So you can learn how to like blink an LED. That's like the typical, start. That's where we all start with these projects. So you can start with that if you're still waiting for your microcontroller. It's not a problem. We'll show you how to do that later in the workshop.
Yes. So this week, also while you're waiting, if your hardware hasn't arrived, look at all the theoretical materials. In the in the main plan here is like assemble hardware definitions in MicroPython programming, but you can go forward and look at the theory and, as Nas saying, a lot of the things you can try in the simulators, and make sure you prepare your VS Code and all of these things. And even more important, that you decide what you're going to build, what you're going to implement. Yes. And then some questions, what is the next step after this course? The reason I ask is early is because some courses for the next year is available to apply for. The next step for this course, I would say, is programming in C or embedded systems course. Usually more advanced embedded systems courses, either project or theoretical, you have to know C. At least in my experience. So programming in C and embedded systems. So one of the things you could do is explore C already in this course if you're already comfortable with Python and MicroPython. So that would be next. If you are like an LNU student, then you get to take embedded systems course with just Python and learn C during the course, so that we have in the fall. I was planning on using sensors to monitor the humidity and temperature of my tomato plants. Are there any other things apart from the start kit and sensor kit that I need to buy? I don't think so, right, guys? But temperature and humidity you will have. If you want like the soil humidity, then you have to buy an extra sensor for that. Not ready for C yet. Yeah, it is not so complicated. Yes. All right. One more thing is also, I think I saw a lot of students from LNU this year. I think the department made a great job pushing this course out to all different programs as an option for an elective course. So you have both access to IoT lab in Kalmar if you want to do 3D printing for your creations, or if you want to borrow some sensors, or like to a certain degree, if 100 of you comes, I think we have a problem, but some small things. And we are here during the whole course, both me and the research engineers. So if you need help or just to hang out, it's a good place to be here also on site. And if you are in Växjö or Kalmar, check out the buy and sell on Discord and sort of the local community of past students. A lot of people probably have hardware for you to share. At least from last year, there is no changes since we haven't updated for the new Pico version. So that's I also wanted to mention. Yeah. Otherwise, let's get building. Yes, sorry for the hiccups, and we will see you at the workshop today, and otherwise on Friday. All right, bye bye.
Bye bye. Good luck, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.
We'll see you on Discord.